Hi guys, Matt here from Proton.org. Now I've got a little disclaimer. I have never seen the Proton X50 in the flesh right next to me before. This is the first time and so happens to be, well, a very heavily modified one. So let's go through the actual mods and see what this guy has done, and I'll tell you how much this guy spent on modding the X50. First things first, you notice the gold wrap. This is a matte finish with pearl effect. Looks pretty alright, striking. As the actual original color is citric orange. This is a, well, nice add-on. The chrome, notice that they've all been gone. This has been replaced by this gloss black wrap. So the window surrounds, the roof rails, they are also wrapped with the same gloss black trim, so that's okay. And then further down here you've got LED fog lights. These triple LED units, when you start it up, it's got this sequential dance thingy, and the signals also the whole thing light up in amber, so that's all right. I think down here you've got this triple lip thing going. This guy, his name is Lee. He actually added on this third lip. It's gloss black carbon fiber, and these two pieces, they are standard across the range. Just, you know, if you like the whole triple lip thing, you know where to get one. Round the side, guys, this guy sits on massive 20-inch alloys. These are 6-spoke units, and it is wrapped with very expensive Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. So this is expensive, and the profile is 235/40, so that's bigger than probably your dad's old supercar. So this is ridiculous, yeah, and it's the same on all four corners. What's even more ridiculous, guys, is the brakes themselves. These are drilled and ventilated, of course, and they are plugged straight from the Cadillac CTS-V. That's a V8 super sedan in the US, and it fits right in here very nicely, don't you think? And the brake calipers themselves, these are Brembos 6-piston units. So ridiculous brake force here, but the only thing that hasn't been upgraded in terms of braking performance are, well, the rear brakes, because that's going to come with 380mm Porsche Cayenne brakes, and the brake servo, as well as the brake pump and the brake lines, they are stock. So Lee says they are insufficient, but hey, maybe that's an upgrade for the future. In terms of suspension, it gets coilover suspension. These are adjustable high-low units for all four corners, and you get, you know, stiff or softer ride depending on your setting. So these are properly pimped out, properly. At the back, he added on this spoiler. This is actually from the Geely Bing US Sport. It's larger, and you only have to swap this out with the original car that came with it. Right here, you've got this big LED bar. It also has this sequential thing, but I think only when it lights up when you start the car. And because this is here, the Proton badge has to be moved up. And of course, these are wrapped in matte black finish, the same as this X50. And other things that he has added, well, it includes this hands-free tailgate with the kicking function. This is added on because, well, the X50 doesn't come with powered gate. And another thing he did here was modifying the exhaust. So this car has two catalytic converters. The first one, the one in front, has the oxygen sensor, but the one at the back, that's where, you know, he changed the whole thing along with the muffler. And the exhaust themselves, they have valves operated by this Bluetooth remote, so you can turn on for a raspier, nicer sound. And let's just show you how they sound. For the cabin, the modifications are not as extensive as what you saw on the outside, but a few things have been done here. So starting with the Alcantara wrap dashboard. To do this, guys, he had to take the entire dash out, so wrap it with Alcantara, and he even did this whole yellow contrast stitching around the dash, as well as the door handles here. The door panels, they also come with leather wrap and gold stitching. And the same Alcantara material is used here on the center armrest, complete with the yellow stitching, of course. Other things include sound deadening materials. He added 2 layers for each door, and the speakers, of course, have been upgraded. It's also got digital sound processor as well as an active subwoofer that is under the front passenger seat. He did attempt to upgrade the 360-degree camera, but that wasn't a very successful attempt because somehow it wouldn't work. But just for your consideration, if you're planning on upgrading a more, I don't know, high definition surround camera, it may not work the first time around. So no other mods to the back apart from the same leather inserts with I keep saying cross stitching, it's yellow stitching. And I think that's it. Let's go check out what has been done up front. Now, I don't know if you know by now that this is the flagship version, but this is the flagship version. So it has the 1.5 TGDI engine with 177 PS and 253 Newton meters of torque. Now, of course, the mods are not just aesthetics. So notice this RaceChip here. This is piggybacking on the ECU, and it develops 22 horsepower, 22 wheel horsepower extra and 35 Newton meters of extra torque. Okay, before I get ahead of myself, I just want to tell you that the stock output on wheels is at 149 PS or 149 horsepower and 227 Newton meters of torque. So you add 22 wheel horsepower to it, add 35 Newton meters, and you're going to get 169 horsepower and 262 Newton meters of torque. These of course varies, but with further refinement you can push an extra maybe 5-6 horsepower and maybe 10-15 Newton meters more. So that's going to put crank values way above 200 horsepower, so maybe 210 horsepower. Well, not way above, but you know, 200 horsepower from a 1.5 liter turbocharged three-cylinder engine, it's possible, guys. And other things that he's done here, not much actually, just this cable which the sound system is using, and it terminates the positive terminal. That's it. That is all. Yeah. Okay, time for the $1 million question. How much did Lee spend on modifying this Proton X50 flagship? Are you ready for this, guys? He spent 52,000 ringgit so far, with future mods to come. The future mods are going to cost a little bit more. I think it's going to probably exceed the cost of the car itself. So what he's going to do is probably add on carbon ceramic disc brakes plugged from the Audi RS5. And if budget permits, if, you know, I don't know if the word budget means anything right now. But if budget permits, he's going to upgrade the engine, the pistons to forged units. And if the budget allows it, he's probably going to do a 4G63 swap. So this mod is not the end of it, guys. You will see more done to it in the future. But before you go around in the comment section bashing him for spending so much money on the X50, I mean, car culture in Malaysia is quite alive and well. So to see someone do this kind of thing to the X50 it's a little bit on the extreme side, but if you like your car, you love your car, you do what you want with it and be happy. Just don't question the warranty, because if you've spent a bomb on the car, I'm sure you can afford to fix everything else, right? So if you like this kind of video content, let us know in the comment section below. I will be more than happy to do more videos like this, because you know, we get to go out of the house once in a while. And while you're at it, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, guys, stay safe, social distance, and take care. Bye bye.